Hello, my name is David Levin-Kruss, and I'm Director of Jewish Education for JDC-Europe. Today I would like to share something from the portion of the week, Emor, which might seem obscure, both in origin and in topic, but which I hope to show actually has a lot of relevance to us in our current Corona era or in life in general. It deals with an incident, a narrative that we read this week, and that is of the man who was blaspheming. There was a man who got into a fight and he cursed God. Moses isn't sure what to do, so he goes to ask God and asks God what to do. This is one of 4 examples in the Torah where Moses is not sure what to do and goes to God. The others are the story of Pesach Sheni, the second Pesach. A group of men are not able to give the sacrifice on the proper time, and so they ask if they can give it a month later. There's also a story in Bamidbar about a man who is gathering sticks on the Shabbat day, which is forbidden. And finally, we have the famous story of the daughters of Zelophehad. Their father died without any sons. In those days, it would have meant that the land was lost to the family. And so the daughters of Zelophehad ask if they can inherit, and they are told yes. So a few Targumim, ancient translations of the Torah, have a comment about all 4 of these cases. They say, it reads, this was one of the 4 legal cases that came up before Moses, and he decided them according to God's view. Very nice for Moses. When he isn't sure, he can go to God. In 2 of them, Moses was quick. He gave a judgment fast. And in 2 of them, Moses was slow. He took his time. He deliberated. What are these cases, and what can we learn from them? In the judgment of the people not able to do the Pesach offering, or the daughters of Zelophehad, Moses was quick. Why? Because these are civil cases. They don't involve the death sentence. People want a quick judgment. One's faith in the legal system is actually bolstered if one gets a quick response, and therefore Moses was quick. In the judgment of the person gathering wood on Shabbat, who desecrated Shabbat on purpose, and the person who cursed God, the one that's in this week's parsha, Moses is slow. Why is he slow? Because these are capital cases. These involve the death sentence. That was what the punishment was in those days. And in those cases, you have to deliberate. You have to take your time, not only because it's important, but because people must see that you haven't taken this decision lightly. So we learn some cases must be done quickly, some slowly. And it says, the Targum says, and to teach the judges who would rise up after Moses to be quick in civil cases and slow in capital cases. And finally, the Targum, the translation, the commentary finishes and says, and that they should not be ashamed to say, we did not hear it, since Moses, their master, also said, I did not hear it, I don't know what to do. So 3 very important messages. Sometimes in the right circumstances, we need to be quick. Sometimes in the right circumstances, we need to be slow, and we need to be able to admit that we don't know and ask for guidance. It appears to me that there is a message for us in this, both on the political and the personal level. If I think of Corona, the time to be quick was when we closed down our countries. The quicker we did it, the more firm, the more alacritous people were, the fewer people would die and get ill. It seems to me the time to be slow and cautious is now. As we begin opening up in many places, we need to be careful not to do it too quickly so that the Corona does not appear again with such force. And finally, through all of this, there's a tremendous need to be humble, to be guided, to go to experts, to really think things through. And what applies on the political I think applies for us as well. There are situations in our life where sometimes we just have to react and do things as quickly as we can because time is of the essence. There are other times where it's important not to rush into things, but to deliberate, to think. And finally, all of us, but me especially, need to be humble, to admit we don't know, and to ask for guidance. Shabbat Shalom.